This video was originally going to be me sharing why I'm applying for an Amazon loan and walking you through the step-by-step application process combined. But after editing, I realized it was too long and I broke it up into two separate videos, so I just wanted to fill you in on that. So this video is going to be sharing with you my entire thought process on why I've decided to move forward with an Amazon loan. And in my next video, I'm going to share with you the step-by-step application process, sharing my screen with you, reading through the fine print, going through it in detail. So if it interests you, that's going to be the next video. Alrighty, so I've been selling on Amazon for over 2 years now, and it's seemingly every month Amazon proposes me with a new number in which I can take out a loan from them, right? And if you've been selling for a while, you've probably seen this as well. And for me, that number continues to climb and climb and climb. And I've started to really think about it recently, and I'm actually going to move forward with the application process. I want to share with you my mentality and why I have decided to move in that direction. And I think this is going to be valuable because I remember contemplating it for so long, and it kind of has become clear to me. And so we're all different in different situations. I'm not a professional. I'm not offering you advice. I don't know the exact disclaimers I have to say to make sure nobody holds me accountable. But I'm really, in all seriousness, I'm just sharing with you my thought process and how I've landed on my decision. All right, so as far as my mentality and how I landed on deciding to apply for the Amazon loan. So let me take you back really quick. If you're anything like me, I grew up kind of grouping debt as one similar thing. And now I realize, as I'm older and more entrepreneurial, there's good debt and bad debt. Really simply put, I consider bad debt to be money that is borrowed that is not yours for stuff that is losing value every second of every day or just over the long term. A car is a great example. I know there's exceptions to the rule, but generally speaking, you drive it off the lot, money just continues to go down and down and down, all right? Good debt is debt that I think of that when you borrow that money, you are going to make more money than the amount of interest you have to pay. So if you borrow $10,000 and you have to pay back $12,000 in the course of a year total, so $2,000 interest, can you turn that $10,000 into $15,000 or $20,000 or $25,000? To me, if the answer is yes, that is good debt. Okay, and again, there's always exceptions to the rule. So that's just where I'm at in current day on good debt and bad debt. And I am all for leveraging other people's money, and they win because they get interest, and you win because you can make money that you otherwise wouldn't have because you didn't have the capital, okay? Or you wanted to use it for something else, whether it be business related, personal, etc. Okay? So just to let you know, Amazon is offering me up to $70,000 in a loan. And basically over the course of the year, total, I would have to pay back $75,000. So $5,000 interest, okay? Now, $5,000 is a lot of money, but knowing what I know now about Amazon, right off the bat, those numbers make complete sense to me. I know what I'm capable of. And at the end of this video, by the way, I'll just to play devil's advocate, I'm also going to share with you some of my concerns that I'm either pushing to the side or just addressing, I should say, with calculated risk, right? I think it's very calculated. But so yeah, so the way my mind works, I like to say, okay, how little do I have to do to make that $5,000 and in turn making this loan worthwhile and not just blowing $5,000 of interest? And for me, I broke it down incredibly simply, and it's very eye-opening. If you do online arbitrage like me, you know that, well, I have a 2% cashback credit card, and there's extensions like Rakuten and Rebates Me that all day long you can get 3% on average cashback for the dollar you spend. So the 2% and the 3% is 5% cashback. So if I spend $10,000 a month of Amazon's money, okay, so in addition to what I would spend of my own, that means I'm going to drive back an additional $500 a month just on those cashback rewards. Now, that's even assuming that on those products I buy to sell, I just break even, okay? Now, naturally, those are going to be profitable too over the long term. But even if they're not, if they're just break even and I only spend $10,000 a month of Amazon's money, my cashback rewards alone will give me $6,000 profit over the course of the year, which surpasses the $5,000 I would have to pay back on interest. So when you really think about it that way, as long as you're working, it's basically, you can't lose, right? You can't lose as far as those numbers are concerned. There's other things you can do to lose, but that kind of breaks it down that it's like, it's pretty simple, right? And so just to give you some context, I'm currently hovering around $35,000 a month in what I spend on inventory. It's the end of July of 2022 right now, and by the end of the year, I think I can realistically get that number to 50, 60K, but I can't go too fast because I only have so much capital extra that I'm willing to deploy, and you always have a lot of money tied up in Amazon. By the way, that's why Amazon is not get rich quick, okay? But you could get rich. And so now that I know what I'm doing, I don't think I would even want to take this money a year ago, but now that I know what I'm doing, I have the confidence, I know there's infinite products out there, I just need more capital to deploy. Well, now I can take Amazon's loan and instantly get to work and start making profit on those items and spending, by the way, way more than $10,000 a month of their money, okay? And furthermore, I want to say for me personally, I've had $30,000, $40,000 in any given time tied up in Amazon for months. I can only use legally, and we'll get into that, Amazon's loan for my Amazon business. But that 30, 40K that I have tied up of my own money already, I can take that and use it for other aspects of my life. So for instance, I have another business called Damn Good Beer Bus, okay? I just had to buy a vehicle. I just bought a home. So I've used a lot of cash recently. It wouldn't be horrible to get some of that money I have tied up in Amazon and use it for other endeavors and to diversify, whether it be a rental property or work on my business or whatever the case may be. Everyone's different. But I would still have 70K cushion of Amazon's money to grow that to somewhere that I can't fathom spending more than $70,000 tied up in inventory at any given time, at least right now. And if it's more than that, well, I can always use my own money, pay Amazon back, get another loan, whatever the case may be. But it just seems now that number would last me a really long time and allow me to take a lot of money I've had tied up and potentially put it in other income generating aspects of my life. So that's the gist of where I'm at mentally, me personally. Again, it's not for everyone. Everyone has different opinions, views. I am just sharing with you where I'm at and how my mentality got here. And so that's why I've decided to apply and go for an Amazon loan. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, my next video is going to be me taking you through the application process, sharing my screen with you, and literally going step by step by step, going through the fine print, what it entails, how I interpret it, and going from there. So that's going to be the next video. Thanks for being here. I'm Jonathan. Duke does Amazon. We're on Instagram as well. Have a great day. I will see you guys real soon. Video, like I said earlier on. Hold on, do you hear this? We got this little pipsqueak. This is Blueberry. Look at this. This is Blueberry. Just being a little loud girl. Say hi. She looks scared. All right.